Margaret with Recipe Amateur Investigator. Listen to the cuckoo clock. But today we're going to make an Italian cheesecake, which is a ricotta cheesecake. So let's get started. You're going to turn your oven on at 350. After you get your oven on, get your spring pans ready. I always put parchment paper on mine. The recipe said to use butter. I made one right before there. I used butter. It's kind of hard to get out, so I'm sticking to something that works for me, which is parchment paper. Then you're going to cover it with some foil and put it on a pan. I'm going to use an extra small and a small one to make two, so I can freeze them and give them away as gifts later on this week. So, but if you're going to use one big one, it works for one big one. So right now I got 2 of Philadelphia cream cheese, or use any type of cream cheese you want. There's 2 of them, room temperature, and this is just all dump. So you're going to put in 16 ounces of ricotta cheese. So we're going to put that in. And I know a lot of people say, ugh, they don't like ricotta cheese. I was one of those person. I can't taste it. I think it just makes it thicker. Now in lasagna, it's kind of chunky. I like mine a little bit thinner out. So I understand, but some people don't like texture. So then you're going to get 16 ounces of cream cheese. Put this in there too. And put this in. And you're going to get 4 eggs. We're going to put the eggs in next. Make sure to get all this sour cream. So this is getting a sour cream. And then we're going to put in 4 eggs. I like my new little bowl, this little see-through one, so you can actually see everything. Whoops, sorry guys. My puppies want some cheesecake. 3 and 1 more. So I got 4 eggs in here. Next, it's going to be a 1/2 cup of flour, 2 cups of sugar, and 1 stick of butter. And the butter has to be unsalted, so it's a 1/2 cup. And then the last ingredients that we're going to put in here is going to be the vanilla, which I love this vanilla. And this is going to be 1 teaspoon, I believe. Yes, 1 teaspoon. That's good. And then we're just going to mix this all together. Let me get out of the way because last time it kind of splat on me. So you can see it. I'm going to move some of this. As you see, it's going to be mixing. I'm going to put it on between 2 and 4, which is 3 and maybe up to 4. And we're just going to let this do its magic for 20 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 20 minutes, and I'll be right back. So it's been 20 minutes, so I'm going to shut this off. And again, you're going to put this on medium speed for 20 minutes, and it comes out really nice and creamy. So when you line your pan, if you don't know how to line your pan with parchment paper, watch one of my videos about parchment papers. It's there. It for sure works. So what I'm going to do is lift this up, kind of stir it a little bit. Ah, Alexa, off. See, 20 minutes. So I'm going to get all this out off of it. Look how creamy it looks. I wish y'all can smell it. It smells so delicious. So I'm going to take this out. Oh, and the recipe, before I forget, I don't think I ever made one of these recipes from this person. It is from Joyous.apron, but I'll post this too for y'all. So what I'm going to do is start with this one, because it worked for me yesterday. These bowls are just heavy for me, I guess getting older. So I'm going to pour some in here. See how pretty it looks poured? I'm going to come closer. And then I'm going to pour some in here. Oops. And then I'm going to pour the rest in this one. Now, if you're making one big one, it's for 1 hour. Turn off the oven first at 350, warm your oven up, and you're supposed to do it for 1 hour. So yesterday when I was baking them, I go, oh no, I put 2 small ones in there, not for 1 hour. I put it for 45 minutes. But this one, I think I'm going to do it for 30 minutes. And I'll show you the reason why in a minute. Okay. So good. So let me put this in my oven. Charlie. So it's in the oven. It's gonna, oh, Alexa, set timer for 30 minutes. So like I said, I'm just starting now. So I'm gonna do it for 30 minutes, but I'm gonna show you the product. So, because I made them yesterday. So today we're gonna decorate one. And what I did, this is the small one. And I'm gonna show you the reason why I baked it too long, but it's still gonna work. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Now, on this recipe, they use raspberries. I'm not a big fan of raspberries. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do these almonds. And I made an amaretto almond cheesecake. And if you watch that video, it tells you how to make these delicious almonds. So I'm just going to get these almonds. See how it has little holes? It kind of cracked a little bit, and the reason why it cracked, because it overcooked, but it's still real soft. I'm gonna put those here. And then what I did, I said, it looks pretty like this, doesn't it? It looks really pretty like this, but how can I make it even more fancier, you know, and make it more delicious for us? So what I did is, I got blueberries, and I made sugar blueberries, and that's real easy to make. It's only 1 cup of water and a half a cup of sugar. Make sure it boils. Once the sugar dissolves, you put the blueberries on inside. Let it rest for like 15 minutes in there and stir it. Then put it on a paper towel and let it dry probably a few hours, maybe about 4 hours, 6, depends how many blueberries you're making. And then what I did, when it dried, I sprinkled a little bit more blueberries. And doesn't that look pretty? Now, I think that looks even more delicious. These taste like candy. So, I'm not going to eat this one, but look how pretty that looks. I'll show you the one we're going to eat, though. Because this one's going to let it sit for a while, because I just made those almonds. This. Oh, that was ice. I go, oh my gosh, what's going on? So this is the one I did earlier. I have it ready for us to try. And again, this is the Italian ricotta cheesecake. Now this, again, the almond ideal and the blueberries is my ideal. You can follow this person's recipe. If you love raspberries, do what you like. But the cheesecake, I just really wanted to try her ricotta cheesecake. So I got my dish, and we're gonna try it. I hope this cuts. We're gonna try it. And oh, and another thing about it, it's crustless. There's no crust. I have never made a cheesecake without a crust. I'm so used to making crust. So let's try this. It's a lot easier cutting when you got no crust. Ooh, that looks pretty. Look how thick. See, that looks good. I'm going to get some blueberries and put them on there. I didn't cut very much, did I? I'm not the best cutter, guys. I'm sorry. I kind of make a little mess. But hey, it still tastes the same. So that's what it looks like on the inside, guys. Look how creamy. It is so creamy. Look how creamy. Look at that. Let's just taste it. Oh my gosh, this is so good. This is delicious. Again, I am not a ricotta person, but this is very, very, very good. Well, I want to thank you for coming into my kitchen. I hope your family enjoys this as much as my family. And if you love this recipe, follow me here and YouTube at Recipe Amateur Investigator. I'm on Instagram and also on Facebook. Come join me. Again, thank you for coming into my kitchen. And this is Margaret with Recipe Amateur Investigator. Bye, guys.